And we are in game 2 of Splaybazer versus Gummibaer, this time on Nomad. And Splaybazer is playing as the Chinese, very good Civ on Nomad with the extra villagers, although they have been slightly nerfed. And Gummibaer Grün playing as the Hans, which may be the most tricky Civ to play on Nomad.
And of course there's a pause. Immediately the player's asking if a re is possible.
But there's not really a reason for a re because random civs have been chosen.
And the Huns, although they are difficult to play on Nomad, it's they are one of the civilizations of the game, and
yeah, so you should be able to play with any civilization, and I wouldn't say there's any civilization that is severely disadvantaged.
Exactly, and this is the 1v1 Couch Cup League. These are not some random noobs playing, so they should know how to deal with this.
I mean, you should have prepared a builder. Okay, Splaybazer already going
very nicely to the edge of the map.
Doesn't find water.
What are his other villagers doing?
They are running towards
the potential for will fighting.
I can't really say where they are running because we don't want them to hear us. Let's see. Oh, they're dropping a town center now. Very messy start for Splaybazer.
I have to say. And that's how you get into his head, because he already lost his game on versus Food Police on Nomad.
And I like that early town center drop from Gummibaer.
The only problem I see is that there's not much food there, and he cannot build a dock because he is Hans. So he should have dropped it on the other side of the wood line.
I don't like this move at all. Why is he running away with this villager?
Just build the TC, get it up as quickly as possible.
Then you can think about scouting more.
Yes, but he should put it on the other side. There were berries there and ibex.
I think it's fine if he just builds a mill there.
But he needs wood.
I need some sheep, but he just found a sheep there.
Okay, so if he's
but
fine.
Still, he just focus on the town center.
I think he's panicking. He tries to find some food, but that's understandable. I mean, if you don't get any food in the beginning,
that's not good. But then again,
pretty wrecked.
Yeah, but then again, Splaybazer also is struggling, having a very slow start. Only now getting the town center up, whereas Gummibaer's town center is, well, should have been up already now, but getting it up now and producing villagers
immediately. Now let's Splaybazer's base. We can see that the Chinese get the extra villagers once the TC is completed. It used to be the case that you get 5 villagers right at the start, but this turned out to be very unbalanced, because then you could just go for will fighting and just destroy your opponent even before the town center is built.
So now they should spawn
and
3 even.
3 even, okay, so 6 villages.
But he has no food and no wood, so he cannot produce more villages right now, and this gives Gummibaer some time to catch up in the villager count. Looking now, Gummibaer at 5 villagers and Splaybazer at 6, so really not a big deal right now. Now the villager count is even, 6 villagers for both of them, so actually I believe nowadays the Chinese, they may not have any advantage at all anymore over other civs.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective.
And especially since he doesn't go for food now, well, he will be able to create a fishing ship, but no villagers, so...
And now he's idling, and now going back to wood. I don't think that this garrison strategy worked out too well.
It's not worth it. Gummibaer now on 8 villagers, 2 villagers ahead already over Splaybazer. This is...
Okay, this is interesting.
There was no reason to come...
Idling, waiting for the board. No, don't take it outside, don't click yet.
Well, it's gonna be just fine. Yeah. Actually,
Garrison?
that's quite good.
Garrison?
Perfect.
Perfect boar lure.
From Gummibaer. I just hope he does not too distracted. But yeah, he's 2 villagers ahead still over Splaybazer.
Okay, but Splaybazer can now start to produce the fishing ship.
I believe he has his first one, yes.
And I think that will let him catch up easily.
Yes, but Gummibaer should be able to go for a dock very shortly.
But he needs to send out a villager. He does so. No, he's
no, that's a horrible move.
He's going for the mill, as you said.
I don't know why he's going for a mill here.
Yeah, he should really go for a dock.
This is enough food for 5 more villagers, 6 more villagers at least. The boar.
The boar.
So this mill, this will set him behind. Now, I believe Splaybazer will catch up.
Yes, he will. But still, Gummibaer ahead. So remember, those villagers are collecting resources, so he also gets a nice advantage there in the total resources that then Splaybuster has to catch up as well.
Yes, so he will maintain his villager advantage, just will be behind in the fish. I hope that he's sending out a villager now. Actually, he should send one out now for the dock, because he will have enough wood to build a dock shortly.
Maybe he's going dockless this game, because he says, I am Hans, cannot build a dock at the start, so I won't build a dock at all.
I hope he's not doing that, because I just think it's too difficult to play against fishing ships without...
No, he is going for the dock, so that's very nice.
Oh yes,
he
very good.
He realizes it. I think it's still in time. Maybe yeah, you're right, the mill was maybe a questionable move, but maybe he felt safe doing the mill first, because then he has a stable food income, and also think about going up to the feudal age at some point.
I guess he could get a quicker feudal time in this way if he takes this boar back then.
Yes, and now he can take this boar to the mill, which is fine.
And he's still only one villager behind, so ahead, still one villager ahead actually. So
yeah, still. And remember, the fishing ship are, I think, included in this.
Yes, indeed. So
it doesn't look
two villages ahead.
Two villages still.
No, actually, quite a good start for.
I mean, he has 6 idols, of course.
6 idols.
Oh, no, not anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, this adds up. I mean, 6 idols for 5 seconds is 1 idle at 30 seconds.
And I actually like how he lured the boar to the mill, because he doesn't want to stop his wood gathering.
Yeah, so that was very nice. Oh, but now look what's happening here. Oh, garrison, quick garrison.
I hope he can garrison.
Please
look at his son. Oh, yes, he's garrisoning and he's getting the villager. But uphill.
Oh, the mill pick. And the villager was out too late, but now Splaybuster knows where his opponent is now.
And
constructing a double mining camp.
It is good, but I would have liked to see the one tile behind, so he has a bit more space on the stone.
Yes.
And on the gold, but it's alright.
Still, it's fine. I mean, remember that Nomad is always very messy, so you cannot expect this perfect walling. But now
the second villager.
And now the walling in.
Now it starts. Now the nightmare.
I mean, that's
begins.
the only build order that Splaybuster knows is wall in your opponent.
And he has found him, and immediately he sends more villagers to wall him in.
But it's only 2 villagers.
Yeah, and Gummibaer doing the right move, just pulling villagers and
just fight.
Get out of here, he says, but maybe pulling a bit too many now.
Yeah, now it's too many.
Yeah.
And now it's too little again, because...
don't attack the house, no.
No.
This is
that's a disaster. I mean, he will send it down, and now a 2 versus 1. He will lose that chasing villager.
But now still 3 villagers ahead, because that's the thing with Splaybuster. When he starts laming, he's so focused on that, and he's running back now.
Now let's look at the fishing ship count.
So 7 fishing ships for Splaybuster.
A good number there. Both players still in the Dark Age, not thinking about clicking up.
3 for Gummibaer. So Gummibaer has 7 more actual villagers.
Oh wow, that's
a
good lead. Now building another fishing ship.
And his fish will be better in the later game if he manages to maintain it, I believe. So will they click up? Gummibaer still needs some more food.
But he's going for some hunt and berries over there, so maybe if the hunting villagers come back, it will just be enough.
Yeah, could have maybe sent a few more over there, but and maybe he will find this boar eventually.
Oh, another boar! That would be a massive advantage for him.
But now this hunt, maybe now he can. He's starting to farm now. That's maybe a bit early.
Yes, he should think about building a lumber camp as well.
Oh, and Splaybuster is up, so that is dicey.
But Gummibaer has queued the feudal age, so he's waiting for this villager.
So that's good, so he will not be too far behind, but he needs to...
the walling in continues, and I see a tower in the future.
Yes.
And Gummibaer is getting the gold, actually. Maybe you should get the stone while you can.
That's very true. And
walling out the house with the barracks.
Closing the gate, that's not too bad. But yeah, actually it's not too bad for Gummibaer, because there's only 2 villagers from Splaybuster.
Yes.
So
maybe think about fighting them.
Yeah.
Just send 2 villagers to fight the opposing villagers. And there is a gap in the wall of.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to send villagers. Oh no, don't wall here.
Oh, this is messy,
Oh, no,
messy.
No, why is he walling there? I don't understand this.
Just fight the villagers.
Yeah.
Just 2 villagers.
This is exactly what Gummibaer wants. What Spellbuzzer wants. He wants to confine Gummibaer.
Yeah, just he's only using 2 villages, and causing this much destruction.
No, that's not good.
That's never good. Just fight the villagers. Just attack them.
Still, he has a 10
now he's
population lead
attacking
now
with
for
maybe-
Gummibaer. So
Ah no, they're building these walls.
and
The messy walls.
tower.
And now the tower, as we expected, is coming up.
Oh no, and Gummibaer has no idea.
Yes, and he's no chance.
But he should expect it really.
Yeah.
And now
No.
I hope he's currently should research Town Watch against Spellbuzzer as quickly as possible. Oh, these walls, these
walls are
confined,
messy,
no gold, no
messy,
stone,
messy.
stable,
will
might not go up even.
Not a good idea. I mean,
Uh,
he has enough resources to go to Castle.
oh no, it's out of range. Oh, does he? Well, if he, oh no,
Oh.
is this maybe he can build it here?
Yeah, he should be able to build it.
Oh,
because-
what is this tower?
that's not a good tower.
Hmm. Oh, deleting the stable.
Don't delete the stable.
He's panicking. He had it.
Panicking. He quickly up to Castle Age.
He had it. He has
A market.
34
He needs a
villages
market.
against 26. He has 8 more villages.
What? He's deleting the tower now. What is he doing? Complete panic at Gummibears.
No!
Oh, no!
Don't do it!
Don't throw away the game like this. Ah!
It's 1-in.
This is a Titanic. La 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 la.
Titanic. Oh, that's terrible.
That right there is just showing how much Spellbuzzer got into Gummibear's head.
Yeah, and now he doesn't have enough stone for the tower because he
He
needed
has nothing now. No wood, no stone.
Was almost built and he just deleted it.
Can't click up because he doesn't have the buildings.
That's terrible. But still, he has a lot of space in the back.
Yeah.
He is walled in the front, but there's villages.
Yes. If he manages to get into the back, he could expand and take this game back, as he's still 6 villages ahead, so nothing is lost so far. Now another spectator arriving,
Another spectator.
Mr. Acker.
Who already played and won yesterday, by the way.
Ah,
If you haven't seen that game.
indeed. Look at this. He's going for double status now, but he doesn't have another village building, so he still cannot click up.
Ah, that's.
I imagine he must
Panic
be
mode.
clicking now on the castle edge, and it doesn't work because
Yeah, doesn't have.
he doesn't have the second building.
He does have the resources, but.
And now
he
Mill,
does-
and he's using up all his wood. Why is he going for scouts if he could already be in
he
the castle age?
could click up to Castle H.
Ah,
But he also doesn't have the gold. I mean, you should just.
well,
Just has enough gold for the Castle Age, but then he cannot produce
now
knights.
he doesn't have the food anymore because he's going for scouts.
This is messy. What are the scouts gonna do?
And
I mean,
what he's doing with the stone
Yeah,
as well.
he's gonna pick a few villages, but he's already ahead in villages, or he was ahead in villages.
Yeah, if he had clicked
still
up to
ahead.
he would be reaching castle age just about now, I would say. If he
Yes.
clicked up
oh,
immediately.
and now he's placing the tower again. Why?
What?
Why delete the tower and then place it again?
But
And
now
look
scouts.
at the scouts.
Okay, at least he might be able to pick one of the forward villagers. But they just jump in.
Oh, but there's actually a tile where he could attack.
Yeah, you can attack them. But still, he's just defending. And
yeah, what are the scouts gonna do?
he's now giving Spellbuzzer time to get up
Yeah.
to Castle Age as well. And now he's being attacked
now he's
on the
getting
water.
bloodlines.
Oh,
Getting
this
bloodlines or the water attack.
bloodlines, losing the ship.
Gummibaer had the advantage, but he's just throwing it away.
Throwing it away.
Why build scouts? And now he doesn't have the gold anymore.
And he's walled in now as well. He can't get to Spellbuzzer.
And he's not collecting the gold. I mean, he may be able to go to better down this tower.
But now he's out of food, and now Spellbuzzer, I imagine he'll be up quickly. Yes,
he's
he's
thinking
almost
about
food.
going up.
And then the game will be over if Spellbuzzer hits Castle Age.
Yes, he has somehow defended, but there's another.
Did he lose the tower? Or? Oh!
The tower. Oh,
Okay, losing another
messy,
villager.
messy. But to be honest, would have been better to go to Castle Age.
Of course, yeah. This doesn't matter right now. Splayberser, he needed to buy time, and he bought a lot of time.
Yes. And now Splayberser preparing the archery ranges, no stable and blacksmith. So he will go for knights. And yeah, then go from there. He already has a spear out. And this spear will just kill the scouts. Scouts are just, they're very expensive as well. Oh,
yeah.
There's a hole in the wall actually. So he could have just gone through.
Where's the hole?
Yeah, because the spearman just went through the hole and now he's going through the hole again.
Yeah, that is quite amusing.
Spearman saying, no, I don't need no gate. I got the hole.
So now the scouts actually made it to Splayberser's base, and there is no spear, so they could do some damage. Maybe pick this villager here.
But Splayberser is now going up to the castle age.
Ah, they clicked up. And
Please,
oh, so many scouts.
Already been in the castle age. This could be knights. Imagine if these were knights.
Yeah.
And let's look at the villager count.
Still 8 ahead for Gummibaer.
Still 8 ahead, and I think on water, but now on water.
Yeah, when water is
lost for Gummibaer.
He could
redock.
Yeah.
Maybe he could redock. Let's look at the score maybe for a
Oh yeah,
second.
we forgot about the score, so
He
Gummibaer is in the score lead actually.
He is ahead. He had this game in the bag, but the panics, the deleting the half-built tower,
stable,
the half-built stable,
then going for second stable.
Second stable, and then so many scouts. What are they gonna do? He could just click up the castle age, and go from there.
This really shows you how important the mindset is in this game. And
8 villages ahead. He had it in the bag. But yeah, Splayberser got into his head.
So, well,
and he's still not clicking up. This Gummibaer.
Well, he's out of food now. He spent all his food on the scouts and lost his fish.
Yes. That hurts.
Scouts,
so
but the scouts found berries.
Villagers. That's very nice.
So now 12 villages ahead for Gummibaer.
13 villages ahead.
Massive.
Insane, a massive lead.
I believe that 15 villages advantage.
15 villager advantage.
As Splayberser reaches the castle age, Gummibaer still in the score lead.
But he should have just gone to the castle age.
And
he had it.
Massive villager advantage here for Gummibaer. 16 villager advantage. If he now was able to click up, he could just crush Splayberser, but it seems that Gummibaer is not.
Fighting the spearman. That's never good. Losing a lot of HP. Maybe we'll get another villager pick.
Now the knights are coming out for Splayberser.
I think that's the 105. That's the get out of the game.
And the second town center.
Second town. That's actually a move, or that says that Splayberser is scared.
Yeah, he's taking his game seriously.
Like, I have to place a second town center right beside the first town center because I have to be defensive. But yeah, Gecko, Gummibaer still in the fuel age.
So this knight can just run in and destroy him.
Not clicking up. Does his resources look like?
He should have a lot of resources now.
Now he almost has enough. But look at that.
So maybe 10-15 minutes after he could have clicked up, he finally clicks up.
Yeah, but that's way too late.
Yeah.
And yeah, going into the tower. The tower will just go down so quickly. Should be over now, and what a missed opportunity for Gummibaer. I mean, still, he's 12 villages ahead. But yeah, the attack advantage is just so huge, and a nomad. You always have these stray villages everywhere, and now look at the farming eco up there, which will just get destroyed, and even the villages underneath the TC are getting raided. Oh, and at the top of the gold mine, that's the only gold income.
Still 15 villager difference?
Still? That shows
13 now, 13.
That shows the weakness of Splayberser, to be honest. I mean, so few villagers, he was basically out of this game. But Gecko threw it away. Like, he was panicking, deleting random buildings, and not going for Castle Age.
That was the one decisive mistake.
And I think he will call the GG here, because he's nothing to defend against these knights. And now the score lead has switched decisively. And Splaybuzzard still has his fishing ship, so you should remember that.
He's fishing not very efficient, but at least they're working.
And
the game is over. GG, well played.
well played.
That was a very nice game.
And I have to say, I'm impressed by Gummibaer Grün. He would be able to take a win of Splaybuzzard.
If he manages to not panic, stay calm, and just execute his plan as he wanted to.
Yeah, just go for what he always does, like knights in the castle age, and that would just destroy Splaybuzzard. He had nothing, and there was a hole in the wall.
Was there?
Yes. So he could have just run into the eco. I mean, you don't see the wall, but look here. There's a wall. There's a hole.
And I could just destroy my wall.
But even the scouts, like they could have just ran in, but you try to like batter down this piece of
I
wall.
ran through the left side.
But here you lost a lot of them as well.
So the players are right next to us. So what does the winner of the game, Splaybuzzard, how did you manage to come back from being behind 16 villagers at some point?
Well, I didn't know, so I felt great. That's the good thing when you don't know the villager number of the opponents. You're just doing your thing, not worrying. So, yeah, it seems like I have to work a bit on the nomad build order because maybe it was because I was Chinese, so I had actually no food at the start. Put everything on wood.
Yeah,
to build the fishing ships, but my TC was idle forever.
That's true. So in the beginning, Gummibaer was always 2 population ahead.
Yeah, I should probably have gone for the sheep earlier on.
Yeah.
But I also improved my aggression style in the sense that I stopped the aggression after walling him in just a little bit.
We were
Raising a tower just to do as if I was going all in walling like I do usually.
Yeah. And it worked. It worked.
Then, I mean, at one point I dropped the tower, and he was dropping the counter tower, and suddenly it had disappeared.
Yeah, he just deleted it.
No, but it was out of range.
I didn't
but it doesn't matter. It stops him.
I know, but it was like still contesting my gold and my stone. So this
but
tower
it
was
doesn't matter.
senseless.
Just build the tower because you're losing all the stone, and then you didn't have enough stone.
Yeah, I noticed it when I deleted it. I thought I deleted and I can build another one, but I couldn't.
Yeah, because it was almost built. Then the stable, you also deleted the stable.
Yeah.
I deleted.
It was an unfinished stable, so
Also losing a lot of wood there, and you had 800 food, 200 gold, and you just needed the buildings.
And then you built a second stable instead of a blacksmith, so you couldn't click up.
Okay, so I should have
2
picked
stable
up-
scouts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he went for 2 stable scouts,
He would have been dead.
and then he didn't have any food anymore.
Yeah, but I was not too happy with the hunts. Like getting on ship, on fish, on water, is super tough.
I think you did a very good job with this, and I
Yeah.
think there was actually an advantage in the long run. I mean, you had a 2 villager lead in the early game, and then expanded that to a 13 to 15 villager lead in the later
I
stages.
didn't know that, but yeah.
So maybe if we've said that to you, then you would have been like, okay, I can win this.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but I was like, okay, GG from the beginning, because like you need a lot of time to get onto water, and furthermore you cannot wall with your houses. So
Yeah, this game was lost by a bad mindset from.
I mean, look at this. I mean, you're in the lead the whole game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not notice.
Let's look at the economy stats ahead. Everywhere except for gold. Gummibaer.
Okay, so
And
I thought he
massively
was heavily on fish. He dropped me off fish, like because for sure he was.
And then you made the mistake that you tried to defend the fish, and then you didn't have any gold anymore.
Huh.
So you just let it go, and go to Castle Age and try to.
Well, I mean, at that point, I guess it was fine to defend, I think, but he should have been up by then, right?
Yeah. But then he couldn't go up anymore because he built the one fire galley, which was not enough.
Okay, maybe he needed a market.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's prioritized. But yeah, look at the stats. I mean, yeah, you were ahead, but the Castle Age time, you could have been up at, I don't know, a couple of
Yeah,
minutes
I
earlier.
think my moral was like completely down. Having hunts
Yeah, look at
and
the-
playing.
Look at that. Look at that. 56 villagers to 40
Okay,
villagers.
how can it be?
And at that time, Splaybuzzard only had maybe 36, so
Yeah.
it actually was probably 20 ahead.
I don't know how it's possible. Like I was completely demoralized when I had hunts. and I was like, okay, GG. Actually, should I call it now? I'm not sure.
Oh,
So I was not really eager to play this one.
what?
To be honest, Hans, I don't think they're bad
Yeah.
on
I mean, they're not as good
Nomad.
as Persians, obviously, but I think against Chinese they
But in what matter are they good? Like
You don't need to build houses.
Yeah,
That's,
so
a,
you're-
that's a huge wood bonus, so you can then go for more fishing ship, and just have a better economy.
I mean,
you don't get housed.
You will be maybe one fishing ship behind the enemy, but you will have more villagers because you can get more on food. And
Yeah, but the big draw is that you have to wall with palisade walls, which is not effective at all. I could just
I
stick
mean-
the walls.
if
Yes,
you're
but
aggressive, you don't need to wall.
yes. I mean, look at this. Here you had the clear advantage, and then you started to build the scouts,
The scouts was a big mistake.
and you could have been in Castle Age over here just a couple of minutes later,
Okay, yeah,
and then like 2 nights already.
I think this was my king.
It was just the mindset.
I thought Flavor was always ahead of me. Like I didn't think that he's like 15 villagers behind me.
It's not a good thing that we're watching the stats actually. Can we shut the stats, please?
Yeah, that's well. We have to say the
No.
result is
Now I'm
clearly.
exposed. I'm pretty exposed to the next games.
No, the
So,
big underbelly of
But it
Flavor.
looks like Nomad is the counter pick against
Yeah.
Flavor.
Definitely.
Struggling both times in the Nomad match.
Trailing all the time on Nomad.
Alright, so get excited for the next match, which will be.
Chevelu versus Peter Host, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then Food Please versus Gummibaer.
Excellent. So see you in the next match.